Hi, everybody. Dan Illman here, taking a look at the DRF race of the day for Tuesday, September the 22nd. It's race number 6 at Fort Erie, and let's throw up the field. This race kicks off a 20-cent late pick 4, and you can download free formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with me. This is a 3-life allowance for 3-year-olds and up, going 3/4 of a mile, and I think the key handicapping component of this race will be the pace. As we throw up the Timeform U.S. pace projector, you see 3 horses expected to contest the pace. The 1, Handsome Like Me, the 2, Jack Beanstalk, the 6, Dynamite Karma. Handsome Like Me and Dynamite Karma were involved in a wicked speed duel the last time they faced each other, and they both paid the price. Jack Beanstalk was involved in a pace battle last time out, survived it, and went on to win. I guess the advantage of it being outside really helps the 6, Dynamite Karma, a horse that is proven from just off of the pace. If need be, that horse can perhaps sit an outside trip in the clear, but I would expect this pace to be hot, and it could set things up for the closers. And I would think the most likely closer in this race is dropping back in distance and class. That's the 7, Precious Badge. We'll start the analysis with the 1, Handsome Like Me, a horse who made his dirt debut in that race where he was involved in the big pace dispute with Dynamite Karma, and those 2 horses finished last and next to last. It was his dirt debut. This horse has raced at Woodbine, mostly on synthetic, a couple of races on turf as well. I'm unwilling to say that the running line of the last race indicates that he can't compete on dirt. I just think the trip wasn't there for him. I'm concerned the trip's not going to be there for him again. Down towards the inside, you figure his hooves are forced. He is going to have to go early, and he's going to likely face pressure from at least one of the 2 other likely speeds, Jack Beanstalk and Dynamite Karma. Let's watch Jack Beanstalk's most recent race. Really nice performance for a non-winners of 2 life. This was a good claim. They took this horse for $4,500 out of a turf effort. All of his dirt starts prior were good. This horse is, I think, a dirt horse, and he proved it last time out. He dueled with the 3rd place finisher in the early going of that race through some hot fractions, put that horse away, and you see him holding off the late closing Shangnasa, who's also back in here. So Jack Beanstalk's now going to have to step up in class against better horses and might face a difficult pace situation, but drawing outside of Handsome Like Me, he has shown the ability to sit just a bit in the past, and I think that'll be the case. I don't think he's going to get involved in a speed duel with Handsome Like Me, who will be a bigger price at post time. The 3 is Shangasun. You saw him picking up the pieces in his dirt debut last time out. He really appreciated that fast pace. He's likely to really appreciate the fast pace that he's going to receive once again in this spot. My concern is he's really stepping up in class, isn't he? He's still eligible for the non-winners of 2 life condition. He's running against 3 life horses here, and he was beaten, I thought, on the square last time out by Jack Beanstalk, but he will be running late, and he does have some upside potential at a decent price. The 4, Legal Gump, down from Woodbine. This will be his dirt debut. He's by Old Forester, a solid enough dirt stallion. The dam won 3 races on the dirt, so I don't think the surface will be an issue. I am concerned about the class and this horse's overall record. He's 2 for 38 lifetime. In his most recent race, I found no excuses at Woodbine. He didn't break very well, but I think that actually worked to his favor. They ran a sub 45-second half mile in that race, really blazing on the synthetic surface, and Legal Gump could only pass some tired horses in the stretch. The 3rd place finisher did come back to win with a 77 buyer speed figure, but against a reduced level, $5,000, now winners of 3 life. Another horse that would benefit from a fast pace, but doesn't have a winning profile and must prove his mettle on the surface. The 5 is Lewinsky's Wild Affair. This horse raced on dirt last time out, didn't do too much against condition claimers, now stepping up into the allowance ranks. He is 2 for 48 lifetime. He is really hoping for a pace collapse, and I would think he's probably also hoping that 1 or 2 of these other closers just don't show up. Lots of seconds and thirds, maybe can pick up a minor award with a fast pace on tap. Dynamite Karma, I think another good claim here. This horse was taken for $15,000 at Woodbine, and his form was kind of dirtied up by synthetic races, by a turf race. His 1 race on dirt prior to being claimed at Tampa Bay Downs resulted in a winning effort, and he paid $30 that day. The connections claimed him. They wanted to run him on dirt. They immediately sent him to Fort Erie, and he won his first start for these people by 7 lengths. It was a very, very impressive performance in his first race at Fort Erie, and last time out, he was the odds-on favorite, but he just caught up in that wicked pace duel, and he was down inside. There was really no option for the rider to sit back and take back. He had to go. He put the other horse away. He had the lead in the stretch, and he understandably tired. The race at Tampa Bay was a 2-turn effort where he came from off of the pace. I think he can sit off the early leaders here and get first run on the true closer and maybe the horse to beat, the number 7, Precious Badge. Precious Badge 2 starts back, one with the kind of setup that I think he's going to receive in here. He sat off of a solid pace, and he's a horse with an underrated break. He actually broke well, but he just settled in behind. He came with a 3-4 wide move on the turn, and he was much the best against non-winners of 2 Life competition. Last time out, everything went against him. Wet track, terrible post position going 2 turns, no pace to attack. He was just in over his head. This is a much better situation for Precious Badge, and he looms the major danger. We take a look at my top picks in this race. I'm hoping that Dynamite Karma maybe stays at that 3-1 or drifts just a little bit. I think the tactical speed that he's shown in his career is going to help him in this spot, especially if the 1 and 2 are intent on going for the early lead. He really looked good winning 2 starts back, and I just think the trip completely compromised him last time out. He's capable of a better trip, drawing outside the 2 speeds this time around. Tuesday's DRF race of the day kicks off a 20-cent late pick 4 at Fort Erie. It is race number 6, and approximate post time is 3:30 Eastern. Best of luck.